Welcome back to the Sound for More channel. Today I have the pleasure to show you another demonstration of how to use Note B, in this case using MIDI CC messages. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. So we are inside AUM, we create a MIDI channel and an audio channel. Now, as an audio source, this time we are going to load OPL from Disco DSP. It has been recently updated with a lot of new features like oversampling, which is great, and a lot of other interesting improvements. So let's click load here. Let's go to keys, let's scroll down and let's find a patch which I like for example this one, which sounds like so. Perfect. Now let's add a little bit more effects, like for example StellarVox, which is fantastic. I definitely recommend it. So there we are, we select the preset. So now let's choose Polybad as a bit of a MIDI sequencer. We double click again and we choose Note to be like so. Perfect. We connect Polybad to be the MIDI source or MIDI input inside Note to be. So we connect it to Polybad like so. And then we connect Note to be directly to OPL here. Okay. So let's click play. And it's very simple. At the moment we hear only a number of notes, which are what you see there, DC2 notes. Now, one of the things that you can do in Polybad is click here on the plus sign. You can add another track, and which can be of type Note or CC. Let's choose CC, and we choose 20, which is not utilized. Okay, we go back to the settings here, and we remove the first track. We are not going to use it. We are going to only to use MIDI CC messages, and let's create something like so. Okay, now let's make sure that ramp here is set to 0, like so, and let's press now play. Now what you hear, let's decrease a little bit the frequency because it's too fast. So let's go like that, half. I'm going to mute now the audio channel, but you can still see practically Polybad, which is sending different MIDI CC messages and with different values, of course, and the values and then trigger different notes, as you can see on the screen, which is great. Right, now let's see what happens if we add a bit of a ramp. So as we move from one value to the other, it will go up and down in terms of notes, so, and in terms of values which are translated as notes. So you can create some very interesting effect, as you can see. Let's open Note to be, and you can see based on where you are here in terms of MIDI messages, you can see we have ramp enabled, that it will move up and down right rapidly. So it's here, then it's moving down and then up and down here based on the different height here of the MIDI CC message. Okay, so that gives you this interesting effect as you're hearing now. And let's unmute the track. Of course, the beauty of using Note to be is that you can then change the scale, and you can, for example, quantize to that different scale. And even more, you can select or toggle on and off different notes now, which is even better. And you can see you can create very different patterns, just enabling or disabling different notes for quantization. You can create a lot of different variation, which is really nice. So as you can see, really great additional feature. So not only you can toggle on and off different keys, for example, using a MIDI keyboard, as I just showed you in the previous tutorial for Note to Be, but you can also now use MIDI CC messages as well. Remember, you can also go back to Polybud and you could add another track. So you can say plus here, note, like so, and you combine the two. And toggling on and off different notes, you can still affect that second track which I added to Polybud. In this case, if you notice in Polybud is moving from this C to E, C to F, but depending on the quantization which I have here enabled, and for the notes which are enabled, I can have it to go to D or even to G, depending, of course, on which notes I have on and off, so which makes it for live variation. In this case, because I removed the C, I'm forcing practically that second track which I added in Polybud to drop down to these A sharp or B flat, which gives a different variation, a different tone. I hope you find the tutorial useful, and as always, see you next time. Bye.